Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. A special video today. We're having a look at a work in progress core that's available, or an update for an existing core that's available. So the Amiga core, as you guys know it, will only run using disk images, so only disk support. Well, Mazamars stated a while ago that on his to-do list he wanted to get hard drive support, so he's teamed up with AmigaVision, and this is what we're going to be getting. So this is a work in progress build. It's still not fully complete. There's still quite a bit to do based on my conversation with Mazamars, but I've got early access to this, and guys, I have been enjoying this. This is such a blast. It doesn't feel like a work in progress to me, but I guess the bar is Mazamars sets the bar very high for himself. I want to send a special shout out to AmigaVision as well, and all the original Mist development team. Honestly, this core is nothing short of amazing. I had the Amiga core on there when I was running disk images, but I kind of limited it to single disc games, and you know, playing something like Monkey Island was impossible because it was just too much of a pain swapping all those discs over. But it's so nice to have hard drive support on this, and guys, honestly, it's amazing. Let's have a look at some of the settings. We're going to go into settings and have a look. I'm just going to kind of breeze through them so you can have a look to see what's in there. But there, obviously, you've got your controls. You've got like different versions of the Amiga that you can pick. I've gone for an AGS, a PAL version of AGS at 50 hertz, but there are plenty of options in there. Now, based on my test, some options work better with some games, and some options work better with some games, other games, sorry. This may get optimized in the future, because when I use it on the Mister, if you're a regular on the channel and you own a Mister, you may have seen my recent tutorial where I was so impressed with how good the AmigaVision front end is, how easy it is to use, how easy it is to put on your Mister, and now we're getting it for the Analogue Pocket. So by the time this comes out on the Analogue Pocket, this is going to be easy to put on there. It's not going to be something that's difficult. Let me know if you guys want to see a tutorial when this is actually publicly released. At the moment, it is in alpha testing, and guys, what we're seeing so far is amazing. Like, what's really good about the Amiga, like, I forgot a lot of games. Like, I've got maybe some vague memories of them, or I might have like a screenshot locked in my brain, but I can't remember the name. But the way they are indexed here is so nice. You've got them by year. That's not in this build yet, but it will be in the final build. You've got them by year, you've got them by genre, you've got them by developer, you've got them by publisher. You've got so many different options in there. Sorry if I haven't got every kind of wording correct, but you get the gist of it. You know, you've got like Psygnosis games. You can have a look at them. You can go and have a look at all the Bitmap Brothers game, and honestly, it's amazing. I want to run through a few games that I like. This is a game that I really liked. I played it on the Amiga, I played it in the arcade, and honestly, like, this is a really good game. It's good on most machines that I played it on, but the Amiga version is really good. And there's something just special about the Amiga. It's just such a nice machine. We had so many games for it, and even when you're running this, so I'm only doing this from the Analogue Pocket as a console experience. I haven't got a dock, so I can't give you the docked version. So I'm kind of limited, because at the moment I can't play games, say like Cannon Fodder, one of my favorite games, Syndicate. I can't play it because I won't be able to play that on the Analogue Pocket itself. That is something that I will require a mouse and keyboard for to play properly, or at least a mouse at the very least. Now guys, if you've not checked this game out, this is Buggy Boy. This is a fantastic game. Originally I played this on the Atari ST, and I really like this game. I used to play this around my uncle's house when I was like young. I was very young. He had his Atari ST. He used to give me an Atari 800 game every Sunday, so I used to love going around there. So I used to get his hand-me-down. So whenever he jumped up a generation, I got the previous generation console. It was my mum's youngest brother, and this Buggy Boy was a game I used to play on the ST, and I really enjoyed it. And it's been years since I played it. I actually sent him a picture of that on WhatsApp, showing him, look, I'm playing Buggy Boy, and he was like, whoa man, like, I remember that 1987 when I got my ST. It was one of the games I got with it. So I'm getting a big nostalgia kick out of this, and guys, I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on this as well once this is publicly released. And if I know one thing about Mazamars, the guy works hard. The guy's got a full-time job, he's got a lot of commitments, but he spends a lot of time bringing us goodness. So I'll leave a link to his Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to support his work, then go check out that link and support it. But this Amiga core, it's amazing. I know I keep saying that, but I'm just so like I'm just so blown away by it. This is the main thing that I'm currently playing. And I also want to say one thing, guys. Sometimes in the comments, like most of you guys, the vast majority of you guys are cool, but some of you guys are like, hey, he should be doing that, like this developer should be doing that, he's lazy. I don't like those negative comments, and the reason I don't is because a lot of these guys are doing this work. They're bringing us these calls in their spare time. If there's something you want to ask respectfully. You know, if I can help, and I'll answer. If you ask respectfully, I'll always answer. I generally try and get to all comments that I can. But like, I'm gonna just go through a little bit of a story here. But there was a king, and the king wanted to know his fortune, so he went to a fortune teller, and he asked the fortune teller, tell me about my future. The fortune teller said to him, well, your future's very, very bad. I see a bad outlook for you. All your family members are going to die before you, and you're going to die a long and, you know, painful, lonely death. You're going to die, you're going to be lonely. The king was so upset by the story, he ordered his men to kill this fortune teller. Then he said, take me to another fortune teller. So the guys take him to another fortune teller. The fortune teller, the king says to him, tell me about my future. He goes, king, you're blessed. You're going to have the most amazing life ever. You're going to live a long, long life, longer than anybody you know. You're going to have an amazing long life, and you're going to outlive everybody. The king was so happy by this, he rewarded this fortune teller. But I guess the point I'm making is both the stories gave the same result, but how it was told was different. So if you want to ask about something, you can ask like, hey, why is that not doing that? That guy's lazy. Or you can respectfully say, guys, like, what's the latest with this? Are there any developments? So I guess the point is wisdom in how you ask for stuff. You can ask for something and be a complete douche while doing it, or you can ask for something and be really nice about it. So, you know, guys, just try and be nice, because I really don't like it when I get negative kind of comments like that, or just a negative approach to how you're commenting. That's my rant anyway. I wanted to get that across because I've not had too many of them, but I just want you guys to be more respectful. You know, I try and be as respectful as I can to everyone I deal with, and it'll be nice to get the same in the comments. But guys, I think that's really it for this call. I wanted to have that little rant in there. I wanted to show you some of the games. Whenever I run an Amiga core or load up an Amiga, this is one of the games I have to try. This is one of my favorite games of all time, Rainbow Islands. Honestly, it's nothing short of amazing. If you haven't played this, you need to play it. Play it on the Amiga, play it on the PC Engine CD. I heard the PlayStation 1 version is good, but I haven't actually tested that one out. I'm really looking forward to an arcade core when we get it. I believe it might be in Hotego's radar, but a long way away. I think he has the PCB, or someone donated him the PCB a while ago. But that's really it, guys. Look out for this core. If this comes out, I'll make sure I update you guys. If you want to see a tutorial on it, I'll more than likely I'll do a tutorial if there's even a slight bit of a learning curve on there. Oh, here's another game as well, Switchblade. And when you load up the games, you kind of get the cheats. Do you remember the cheats you used to get when you loaded up the game? Well, they're still in there and you can pick them. I tend not to use them, but I'm pretty sure if there's a game I wanted to complete and I couldn't complete on the Amiga, I might use the cheats. That's really it, guys. I'll leave any useful links I can in the description. Look out for this call when it comes out, because it is, honestly, it is so good. And if you've not played the Amiga, you're in for a treat. And if you've played the Amiga, well, you're in for even more of a treat. Guys, that's it. If you like this kind of content, a subscription and a like, all that good stuff is super appreciated. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.